Hi, welcome to MVB Life Empowerment TV. Um, Once again, I'm going to be the host and I'll be asking the questions.
Hi guys.
And before I start with a question, my name is George, and then the beautiful lady that I have with me today is going to introduce herself.
Hi guys. I'm Mo for short, but Molini for full, and I am Mrs. Boateng, the guy's wife. You say you're
So,
the boss, so
so,
I'm just flowing.
so this beautiful lady is my wife.
Yes, my
Yes,
handsome
and
bubble.
she's the one that run the show, but today I happen to be the one asking the questions, right? And the question came out from friends and brothers talking relationship, marriage, and I want us to discuss this, share this on this platform.
Boys club.
Yes.
Hey, okay.
And the question is, before you get into a relationship, right? Being the girl or being the boy,
Okay.
either side, do you have to build yourself successfully? Like, do you have to be accomplished? Or you get into that relationship and then you build together?
Well, you can look at it from different dimensions, right? I don't know what the boys club was talking about, right? But I'm just gonna be realistic. Ladies out there, would you want a guy that has nothing, that is really suffering? Would your parents even want you to marry that kind of person? I don't think so. And if the girl is lazy and the girl has nothing and she's not doing anything, guys, do you think your parents would want you to marry that kind of person? No. So let's be realistic. You have to have something. If I'm gonna leave my mother's house, my father's house, where my father is providing everything, my mother is providing everything, why should I leave and go suffer? Because this person is saying I should, eh, we should just come and build together. Like, I mean, building together is great, it's awesome. Obviously, you could need to build together anyway once you enter. But, guys, don't be lazy out there. Even God, He told Adam to till the land, prepare the land before He brought Eve in. So why is it the guys of nowadays?
We are not in the farming era anymore.
No, but I'm just trying to give you a gist here. It's not farming area or anything, right? But if God, the maker of the heavens and the earth, said, let me collect my son and let me teach my son how to fish, how to collect stuff, and how to maintain the garden. And then he said, okay, now that I see that you can handle this, let me give you a helpmate. That's what the Bible says. The woman is your helpmate. But what is she coming to help with if you are not helping yourself?
So before I let you continue, just why does it look like you are just in?
No, that's what I said. It depends.
It sounded more like that the guy is the one that needs to be established.
But I said two different things.
Yeah, I want you to clarify. Like,
okay, okay.
So yeah.
So that's what I said. The guy has to have something going on.
Okay.
Before he go collect somebody's child.
I agree with that.
Right? Even if you don't have anything, you should have ambition. At least dream.
That's good.
At least get up. Do something. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? I'm just going to give, because if you don't do anything, and then you go collect somebody's child to come dwell with you, let's be realistic, because men are supposed to be hunters, right? Because you guys you're always talking about, I want respect, I want this and that. Those are things that show whether or not the person can respect you or not. At first, a person can love you and respect, but when they realize that they are sleeping hungry every single day, that respect, it will go down.
My people, you hear?
No, I'm just being realistic. You yourself, the one who wants respect, if you go to your job, right? You still expect your wife to go to her job, right? And she's going to her job the same exact way as you. But when you come home, you expect to have a meal on the table. If that meal is on the table, you're not thinking about whether or not the person is working or not. You still want that meal on the table. You want your clothes to be washed. You want to be fed. You want to be babied. You want to be taken care of. So if you get a person that cannot do any of this stuff, You yourself, would you want to stay there? No. So let's be realistic. Why should a woman, answer me, boys, people you can ask to, why should a woman be the one to suffer for a man who doesn't want to do anything?
Um, let me help with the question so that we I know you are bringing in
Because you asked me a question, so
you are bringing in so many things,
I was
right?
That's what I'm saying. It's not a one-way street.
We are bringing in so many things, and I want to clarify things before
we are lost in space.
We continue with what we have to do, right? So when I say
successful,
like established, successful, and all of that, what I mean is you have to have something doing,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
But it seems like you are bringing in because
no, but I'm talking about expectations, like
yes, yeah, there's expectations, but the question is
from both sides.
The question that I need more clarification, because that was a question.
Okay.
Right. Because one way, let me bring some sentiments around these things.
Please do.
Sometimes, right, there is this gold digger factor in relationship when someone is already built, when someone already established.
Right. Nowadays, guys are gold diggers too.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying just ladies, but I'm just trying to let you understand some of the things that are around, like these topics.
Right.
Right. So there is the factor of a gold digger when you come into a relationship where one is already built, established, has everything going for them.
Okay.
Right. So that is one factor.
But are you talking in terms of just money? Because that's something success in relationships is multiple factors. It's more
okay,
than
so let me say when someone is really successful, right? So
okay, but that's what I'm saying. What's the definition of success?
That you have everything. You
because
have your business, you have your job.
You could be a billionaire, but you suck.
But what I'm trying to so that we stay on the question is okay. So do you have to be successful, right, in life before you get into marriage? If you put it like that, do you have to be successful, like where you have everything going, you have everything aligned for you before you get into like a relationship, or you have to be in that relationship? You have to start from scratch and build with a person.
Well, I mean, you're never gonna really start from scratch. Even if people say you started from scratch, somebody had something, like they had something like God-given abilities. You understand what I'm saying? So you might not have physical cash, but in you as an individual, God has placed something in you.
Okay.
Right? So what we're looking at is like I mentioned ambition before. You might not have money, right? You might be struggling. You might be in a phase where you're struggling, but your brain works, and you are not a lazy person. You want to do something. Maybe you just haven't gotten the opportunity, but I can see you're preparing yourself. You're doing everything possible to align yourself. All you're waiting for is for the door of opportunity to open. That's different from a person who just looks good, sexy, has abs and stuff like that, but is dumb as a doorknob. They don't do nothing. They don't study nothing. You sit there to have a conversation, there is nothing. All they are showing you is just their six-pack. No, we can't do. We can't follow. Even your own mother will slap you. You can't do. Don't do that one, because you will suffer. But when a person they got mind, you know what I mean? They got dreams, they got vision. They might not have the money right now, but their brain, when they talk, you see things coming to life. You can believe in this person. But if the person themselves don't even believe in themselves, they have nothing. Confusion will lead to what? Confusion. Why would you want to enter? So the guy, you have to have something. The woman, you have to have something. And then together you bring those individual factors and you build something greater. But you can't just carry yourself into a relationship and number one, you don't even research about relationship. You don't even research about other people. You don't even research about what it takes to make a relationship work. I can meet you and you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't know nothing about relationship, my friends, don't enter.
People learn, people grow. So the fact that the person doesn't know doesn't mean that is the end of it.
Well, that's the thing. The person doesn't know, but do they want to know?
So
Do they want to learn?
Like those are extra stuff that, like, you know,
But it's the extra stuff that make relationships
because
work.
like what I'm trying to say,
Mhm.
the whole thing around it is like, you know, you don't want people to be seen as a gold digger, right?
Oh,
So
true.
that is what I'm trying to say. I know you are bringing in a lot of factors, but the whole point is, if you see someone, like, you know,
Mhm.
you see someone that is already built, like already
Okay.
already,
Then
like,
that's
you
a
know,
completely
like, you know,
different
so
story.
that is something like because
Mhm.
sometimes we tend to talk about, oh, this person is
Mhm.
just a gold digger because he or she is loving the person because the person have good things going for them,
I mean,
right?
nobody
The
wants
person
some
have
somebody doesn't have anything good.
right. So like the like I said, this is a question someone is asking,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Somebody's asking that, do you go for, because sometimes people ask these things because they themselves are
They feel
experiencing or
like they
go
are being targeted
it's
by
not
a
their it's
person
not their being
that wants
targeted.
their money. Is that
That
what
is
you're saying?
like that this question is at their door front,
Okay.
right? To make a decision that, do I go with the person that is fully settled,
Mhm.
already made, like, you know, has, when in terms of like the person is like, you know, well, money wise, like he has things going for them,
Mhm.
or do I start with someone and we build together?
Well, but then that's one area of life that you say you're not looking at a person strictly because of their money. That's never the reason. The reason you enter a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? You don't pick a relationship just because the person is a billionaire, trillionaire, or whatever near, because they have a lot of money. That is a recipe for disaster.
That's true.
You have to like the person, like their character, you know. And can you live together? If that money was not there, can you make it? Can you survive in that relationship? If all you're looking at is the relationship because the person is made, it's almost like you're walking in, you know, to have an ogre, like a boss. You just want someone to take care of you, but you don't really care about the person.
It's not you don't care about a person though. So like
I mean, in that case, then you're being a gold digger, right?
it's
Is that what you're trying to
that
ask?
like you know, society,
Uh-huh.
like, you know, have made this, when you marry someone
Mm-hmm.
and the person already have everything going, then it's more like you are just marrying the person, just like you said, like, you know, you are just marrying the
People
person
always
because of,
talk, but
right,
it's about the two of you. It's
right,
not about
and
society.
then, so okay, if someone come to you, let me put it that way, someone come to you and
Mhm.
say, I have two potential people that I'm seeing,
Yeah.
right? One, I say, is fully settled, successful in all angles. We talk of success, money, fame, not even fame, but the person is really
Well made.
well made, right?
Mhm.
And then I have another person, and that person is like, if I go with this person, that means we are going to really build together. What will you tell the person?
The question is not about who's well made and who's not. How does the person treat you? When you're looking at these two people, right? The the fact that you're considering the person who doesn't have money, it means there's a red flag with the person who has money.
But not red flag. So
Because I'm like,
you know, like, you know, I get all these
yeah,
things,
I'm
right?
trying to like
But
understand the scenario.
because it's like sometimes it's not everybody that goes for, in terms of relationship, just start with just one person and it's like, this is it, that's
You
it.
shopping around,
I'm
basically.
not having, right?
Different.
So this lady has,
Oh, it's a lady.
like,
Okay.
two
Potential
guys has made, like, you know, their intentions known to her,
Okay.
right? One already said everything is done, like, you know, that's how, like, I didn't want it to be just
The
straightforward,
boss.
like, you know, they are really successful, right?
That's great.
Right. And then the other one is not, like I
But
said,
does she? Who does she love?
these ones, like I said, and there's another one where the guy
Mm-hmm.
is facing two women, right? One fully set, it's like the same situation but stand around. One is successful,
Mm-hmm.
right? One you have to build with, Right. So in this scenario, whether it's going for the guy or it's
Mhm.
going for the girl, what do you choose?
Well, the problem is that the scenario is completely off. Why am I saying it's off? This person is trying to pick a life partner based off of resources. It's coming from a place of scarcity. Like if I look at it, if you look at the whole scenario, right? This person is asking myself, oh my God, do I just pick this person because they're a billionaire, because they have money, they can give me everything that I want? Or do I pick this person, maybe they are so great, they have all these attributes that, you know, I actually like, but they don't have the money. So the problem here is the view of how their life is going to be established based on the decision they pick.
Yes.
Right. But then that's what I'm trying to say. Like with the relationship, it's not about what that person's resources are for you to make just a decision. There's more to life than just money.
I agree.
You could marry the billionaire. Obviously, I would. Who would want to go and suffer? I'm saying if the billionaire has great characters, right? And the person, I love the person, and we really gel. Why would I say no? But if I'm seeing red flags, I'm not entering. Because that billionaire can wake up tomorrow and be poorer than a basic dog. So when they lose all that money, what's left? Or I could marry this guy who doesn't have anything, but he treats me like a queen. He loves me for who I am. We can build from the ground up and we can end up billionaires. So that's what I'm saying. The scenario is not about the resources. The scenario is this particular person who's asking you this question, right? They are considering how they will benefit off of what is on the table.
Uh-huh.
But you are not, when you're entering a relationship, it's not just about money. Money is great, but it is not the answer of everything.
I agree too.
You can have money, but be really, really miserable. You cannot have money sometimes, but be happy and still searching for money. Because money, like my mother would say, money answers all things. But money is not a guarantee that you are going to have a happy home.
That's true.
So I would say check your reasons for dating these two people. What characters do you see in them that draws you? Are you only drawn to the billionaire because of his money? Or are you actually drawn to him because he has characters and attributes you love and you would love to see in the future and in your children?
Okay. Sounds good. So in summary, what I'm understanding is like, despite all the one being successful and one not, just look past what success is.
Yeah, look past what that is.
The other attributes that comes along with it, your connectivity, the love of God
your
for
values,
the person and all of that. And then
you need more than money to survive.
Decide on it. But you, like you mentioned, you are not going to choose poverty. So if someone is already established,
well, I mean, I'm saying like a normal person, you will not choose poverty, right? But then again, you yourself, it's not like you're not a doormat. You can also work.
That's true.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Unless you're one of those lazy people who don't want to do nothing, and you're just waiting for someone to collect you and give
because
you
the opportunity is just there.
Well,
just
I mean, there are opportunities, but like that's what I said. You have to sit down and look at the scenario and say, can you live with this decision? Can you live with this person for the rest of your life? I mean, I would love a billionaire, especially if we could get along. Why not? But if I know that this person treats me really poorly, but they have money and they treat people bad, they're going to treat you the same way eventually.
That's true.
And if they're a billionaire, they're going to get somebody else.
That is another factor too, which I understand.
But the poor person can also treat you like crap.
Because you don't know how the future is going to be
look at how they're
with
treating
the one
you
are going to build life with.
Yeah.
That person can treat you really nice because they don't have everything that they want.
Exactly.
In life. But when they do achieve their goals,
they also change.
They might change along the way, and the one that is successful can also do so many things because they
But
already
there
have the means.
are people
I'm
that
coming
are
with another
wealthy
question
that
too.
are very good as well. It's not necessarily
Yeah,
that
I'm coming
they're
with another
douchebags.
question. So, because the first
Uh-huh.
question, it seems like, and that was what I asked. So now, does that mean
Uh-huh.
this person have to also push or put or weight on the relationship and build him or herself
Oh,
before like become successful,
Mhm.
because it's two different people. Each one of them become successful on their own before they seek relationship.
No, I mean, you have to have something, but I feel like this particular person is putting values, like in terms of monetary
So
terms,
I don't
right?
I don't think it's just the money, because
Uh-huh.
when someone is
Because
successful,
uh-huh.
they have the money, they have the connections, right? So they can link you to resources, they can link you to people that will also help you achieve, or your family to achieve things, right? So when someone is successful, they have the connection, they have the money. It might be maybe they might have the correct
Because
social
the
values.
definition of success is very
It's broad, it's big.
it's broad,
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand. But we are talking in terms of like, getting into to where money is definitely one and a key factor, because when it's relationship, it's
Mhm.
marriage, it's life. So yes, money is one thing. They are successful, they are financially stable, wealthy, right? So they have everything going for them. Their money, their job, everything is set in that aspect, right?
Mhm.
So that is what I'm trying to say. So you or this person trying to get into relationship with these two people, does he put them on hold and say, let me build myself first before I
That's
also do?
impossible. You might be super old before you figure, before you're able to make it. You know how hard it is on the streets and outside to make money. Like
I
other
agree.
people are graced and blessed to be wealthy at a younger age. Other people it takes years
That's true.
to accumulate. If you're talking in terms of like prosperity of wealth or monetary gains or something like that. For others, it takes longer, depending on their dream, their studies, the field that they're in,
That's
right?
true.
So you have to look at those factors when you're making this so-called decision, because you could choose to work on yourself to make money to be on the same level as this so-called person, but you're going to lose a lot of years.
That's true.
And by the time maybe you also realize yourself, you don't want them no more.
Okay. That I totally
Yeah.
agree with you. So back to the main question. So the initial question was, before one gets into a relationship, right? Does he or she has to be successful, or or get into the relationship and build together?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your question, right,
Uh-huh.
is not an open-ended question with
Uh-huh.
a yes and a no. It depends on the situation, the scenario, and the people involved in that situation, and it depends on what you as a person you want.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with wanting a billionaire.
That's true.
There is nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna put it out there.
And being a gold digger.
Well, not being a gold digger, because let me put it this way: I could be the billionaire. It doesn't necessarily mean that guys are the only billionaires.
No, like that's what I'm saying. It's two sided.
ways.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
say just.
No, I mean
girl,
I'm saying because it's coming from the boys club. Because sometimes like people look at it that way, but they are successful women as well.
That's right.
You understand? Just because they're not throwing it out in the face of the guys does not necessarily mean that they're not made. Sometimes they just respect for the sake of peace. You understand what I mean? It's for the sake of peace, so you can continue. But all I'm saying is, have something going.
That's true.
If you're a guy, have something going. If you're a woman, have something going. Whether the person is a billionaire or not, do you gel? Do you have other things besides this money business connecting you? Because money can come, money can go.
That's true.
The thing is, you could have nothing today, but you could have a lot of money tomorrow. The person who has money today could have nothing tomorrow. So if that's the only thing that is keeping you glued together, you people are in a recipe for disaster.
That's true.
There has to be other aspects there. All I'm saying is, I'm just using reason. If I was not if I was, I'm a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I was not married to you, my beautiful husband, if a billionaire came and he has great character and he's amazing and he loves me, why would I say no? I would not say no. If there was a guy who's not a billionaire and he loves me and he treats me great, why would I say no? I would say yes, and we build together. So it depends. Do we have more in common besides the money?
Okay.
If the money is the only thing, then maybe go and look for somebody else to add to this equation and leave these two alone.
Okay. So, in summary, right? What I'm getting at is, first thing is look at the morals of these two people,
Yeah.
right? And you yourself too, because the question
That's why I
was
said
is
check yourself.
like
what
you
want.
yourself to know. It's best to have something going. It's best to also
Yeah.
be successful your own,
Mhm.
so that the person coming into your life
It just
doesn't
makes
have
it
to
easier.
impose so many things on you, because you have some things going. You have great things working on your side too.
But
So-
relationship is not imposition, right? That's what people need to understand. And I think that's where we are getting lost now. Relationship is oneness, right? So when it comes to a situation where one person is all I, that relationship is in jeopardy.
That's
Because like relationship, right? You're already by yourself. You're enjoying your life. So if you want to continue just being by yourself and enjoy your life, why are you coming to add someone that you don't want to connect life with? The two become joined.
That's true.
So like whether you are rich and the other person is not rich, you're supposed to help each other out. Because guess what? The other person is a representation of you,
Yes.
whether you like it or not. So if one person doesn't have the money and you said I do, you both don't have money. If one person has money and you said I do, you both have the money. So the problem now is if you want to maintain my my money, you don't have money, then it's like that. It's doomed to fall apart because the same situation can flip.
That's true.
You know. So I wholly believe that you have to have other things in common besides money. There's gotta be more to life than money. Money can always be made and money can always be lost. So
That's
you
true.
cannot base your entire life and your decisions on money. You could ruin yourself. People are going to sell their souls for money.
That's true.
Like what? So I can be a fly boy, a fly girl for a little while and then I'm going straight to hell. The Lord said, do not be, you know what was it? Mammon. Do not fall for money more than God. So your principles should be governed by God before the money.
All right. So, in a nutshell, I think this is what I'm sure we are concluding on.
Mm-hmm.
We will continue, and hopefully we will have a bigger panel so that people can come up with more views.
So they should leave their comments.
Yeah, definitely leave your answers, leave your questions.
I'm sure a lot of the guys disagree with me and a lot of the girls disagree with me, but it's fine. Leave the comments. We will address.
Okay. Yeah, so leave your comments, leave your answers, leave your questions, and then we will touch it back again. But this has been really exciting. We will definitely
Totally.
touch it back again. And hopefully next time we will get like a more definite traction on the questions. Thank you for
Boys,
always being
bring
amazing.
more questions.
Thank you for always being amazing, because we do talk about, like, they are pretty good stuff that we
Yeah,
talk about,
interesting.
you know, that we have to look out for, to check in life and build upon.
Yeah.
Thank you always. We appreciate your help and support. And we want you to continue to like, share, and support this channel, MVB TV. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.